Today's topic is titled, How to Focus on Yourself. How much of your time do you waste waiting for others to care? Have you recently made a huge progress in life? Your heart is filled with pride and joy, and you want to share this news with the world. Do you ever wonder whether those who receive your wonderful news really care? Having the idea that people care for you and will come to your aid in times of need can lure you into a false sense of security. The truth is, most people might not really care about your well-being deeply and meaningfully. You might find out that they only take an interest in your daily activities. For example, they are interested in your marriage, your job, how you make money to buy an expensive car. It is unlikely that most people will lend you any kind of emotional support should you lose your job and you can't afford to pay the direct debit for your car. When you understand that most people just engage on a surface level, you will notice that finding people on a deeper level is fairly unusual. Apart from a few close friends and relatives, the vast majority of individuals you meet will simply not be there when you really need them. You then discover that self-reliance and the ability to make oneself happy is one of the most crucial talents you can learn. It's important to get to know yourself, understand how to focus on yourself, learn to value your own ability and accomplishments. And for many people, doing this can make a significant difference in their feelings of happiness, health, and positivity. Do you want to learn how to focus solely on yourself? Here are 5 things you can do to start taking better care of yourself. 1. Value yourself. As human, we are naturally drawn to focus on the negative aspect of our lives. For example, have we lost our job? What led to the event that caused the job loss? We tend to remember all the negative events. For example, how stupid we were to give the wrong order to the customer, and how the customer complained to the manager, and the manager said you should consider getting another job. This negative event plays back regularly in our brain, and in return, it causes us to devalue and believe we are worthless. The brain sometimes forgets the positive and happy time we had in our lives. For example, in our previous job, before getting sacked, how we made a good decision that saved the company from financial loss. It's hard for the brain to play those positive memories back to us unless we train our minds. To value ourselves, we must learn to let go of the past and stop blaming ourselves. We need to move on, learn from the lesson, and apply it to our next move in life. We must learn to direct our thoughts towards the positive side of things and train our brain to remember only the positive. When the brain tells us we are not good enough, we reply and say, "Thank you. I am good enough, intelligent, and I will be great in life." 2. Stay clear from toxic people. Toxic people, like any other noxious substance, are very dangerous. They divert our attention away from good behavior. They lock us in the past and manipulate us to focus on the negative. Toxic people want to hang on to us for as long as they can, sometimes for years. They are often manipulative and selfish. Even when you attempt to help them, they are difficult to please and impossible to work with. They make you feel guilty for their nasty behavior. They hardly apologize when they are wrong. You will have to prove yourself to them on a regular basis. Interacting with toxic people who continually put you down or manipulating you for their personal gain can be detrimental to your mental health. Unfortunately, they are not always easy to get rid of. Separating yourself from them can be challenging. To focus on yourself, you have to identify the toxic people in your life and get rid of them by gradually letting them go. You can distance yourself from toxic person by reducing the number of communication with them to maybe once in 4 weeks, then once in 3 months, until you finally get rid of them completely. Remember to create time and appreciate those that bring you happiness, your loved ones and your relatives. Be firm and set boundaries. 3. Engage in activities. If there is anything you want after a toxic person has left your life, is to be happy and satisfied. Real source of happiness lies in the clarity of our thoughts. External factors can only be pleasurable as long as we are happy from the inside. Study shows that happier people have more stable marriage, strong immune system, higher income, and more creative ideas than their less happy peers. Participating in positive activities can help you fill the vacuum toxic people left in you. Activities such as meditation will help you train the mind not to dwell on the past or contemplate on the future. Meditation allows us to recognize the beauty of the moment by settling our mind in the now. 4. Reprogram your brain. Sometimes when we get hurt by people, we tend to carry the hurt for a while until it becomes a burden. Our body then stores the hurt and continue to play back the painful memories. We need to reprogram our brain to think and remember the positive event. Let's perform a simple brain activity. This activity can be performed in any position. When the brain reminds you about a negative event, for example, a failed marriage, someone insulted you at the car park, or how you messed up at your last presentation, take a deep breath as a sign of acceptance. Remind yourself 3 things you did well today. Say those words quietly or loudly. For example, how you opened the door for the disabled old lady and she was very grateful. 2. How you made a cup of tea for your manager and she loved the taste. 3. How you donated £10 to the charity to help the needy. Repeat this activity daily or anytime your brain reminds you of any negative event. This simple exercise can help reprogram the brain to remember positive events and reduce stress level. 5. Appreciate yourself. In many cases, we maintain the mindset of competition with other people. We fail to acknowledge and appreciate our own accomplishments. We measure our success against others. When we don't get things right, we blame ourselves for allowing that to happen. We say some negative words to ourselves, for example, how stupid we are, useless, idiot. Also, we constantly tear ourselves down. A simple way to appreciate yourself is to decide you are worth being valued. Stop comparing yourself to others. Everyone has their race to run. Just like the saying, slow is the fastest way. Don't rush. Go at your own pace. Remember, be yourself, be the best. Treat yourself to a day out and enjoy your own company.